In AV1-2, we're going to talk about the formulas for the areas of triangles, trapezoids, and kites. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. We're going to talk a little bit about why. So if you follow this link, you'll come to a proof that starts with a triangle. And when you slide a bar, it kind of doubles that triangle. Okay. So these sides are the same, those sides are the same, and then obviously that side is the same. Looking at this shape, you ended up with a parallelogram, and we're cutting it in half. Okay, so the formula for a parallelogram is base times height, right? We had the altitude there, and then the base. We're cutting that in half, so we have to multiply it by a half. We're going to practice it a couple times. Find the area of a triangle. Our base is 5, our height is 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Split in half is 17.5 centimeters squared. On example 2, I'm asked again to find the area of a triangle. Pay attention because you want to use the two sides that are perpendicular to each other. So 3 times 4 times a half, 12 divided by 2 is 6 centimeters squared. Then I'm asked to find the length of a base of a triangle given the area is 40 centimeters, and I didn't quite give you enough info, so we're going to say and height equals 4. Okay. So let's say I have this triangle. My height is 4. Area equals 40. So I know that my area equals 1/2 base times height. So 40 equals 1/2 base times 4. Cleaning that up a little bit, I get 40 equals 2b, because 1/2 times 4 is 2, divide by 2, and my base is 20. My area of the trapezoid is going to be 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times the height. If you follow either of these links, you'll come to a nice visual proof. I'm going to walk you through a little bit what they're getting at. So let's say this is base 1, and this is base 2, and that's my height. If I double this, but I flip it over, so now this is base 2, and this is base 1, I end up with a large parallelogram. Okay. The area of that parallelogram is going to be base 1 plus base 2 times the height, because this becomes one side, my height stayed the same. I only want half of it though, because I just want this piece, so I have to multiply the whole thing by a half. Area of a kite is going to be 1/2 my diagonal 1 times my diagonal 2. Looking at this picture, if I were to find the area of this whole piece, I would take my whole diagonals times my whole other diagonal. Conveniently, this triangle is the same size as this triangle, so I need half of this piece. Same thing here. This triangle is the same as that one, so if I just want the red one, I'm splitting this in half. The same thing happens in both of these. The red triangles are the same size as the blue triangles, so I'm splitting the entire thing in half because each piece, so like this whole piece and this whole piece and these two pieces all end up cut in half. All right, I'm asked to find the area of a kite. Remember, on a kite, these two halves are the same. Okay, so this will be 3. I need to use the entire diagonal. So this piece is 12. That whole piece is 6 times a half. So I'm going to think 6 times a half is 3 times 12 is 36 centimeters squared. I'm asked to find this length. It says AC. I put the wrong letters in. If the area is 140. Okay, so it's going to be 140 equals a half times 14 times x. 140 divided by 14 times 2, I'm left with 20. This link is available to you on Schoology, and it's just a brain pop video. It's a little bit elementary, but it kind of walks you through the formulas that we use today.